So I am a child of the 80s, and I have
the best time.
very fond memories of the 80s and the 90s playing Mario Brothers. Mario was out in the 80s, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
1983.
NES.
83 is when it came out.
I don't think I played it until 1987.
Yeah, it was probably 88 for me, somewhere in there.
I probably played it in 83. I was still in high school.
We weren't rich enough. We had to save for 4 years
Was
to buy the
83?
Nintendo.
Was
I had a
that
rich
Donkey
friend.
Kong though, because Mario was technically around with Donkey Kong. Remember, he'd throw the barrels down the little
Yeah.
things, so it was Mario then too.
I had a rich friend, so I'd go over his house.
Nice.
I'm serious. I would go over his house. It'd be like, you just go do whatever you want to do, and I'm just going to sit in your room and play the.
That would be yeah.
That's what 8-Bit Christmas was about.
Yeah.
One rich kid in the neighborhood had a Nintendo.
That's how it was.
Good movie, by the way.
It was good.
I remember Pong, so you guys don't even remember that.
Oh yeah, Pong with the Atari.
Yeah.
I had rich friends that had Atari. as
Then the
well.
Sega system
I had
came out.
medium rich friends that had like a system behind. So like everybody else was getting Nintendos. We still had the Atari. So we played Pong and Space Invaders and.
But yeah, there's just something about going to the arcade. You guys didn't get. Well, maybe
We
you
had
did.
the arcade. We still had arcades. At 90s, they were still pretty popular.
We had one right in the middle of town, and that was just where everybody met at the arcade. That's what you're going to do, and Lord knows we probably spent enough money to buy one of those machines.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. No doubt.
Because it was stupid. Because it was. I mean, prices have not changed.
Was it
on
a quarter
those.
back then?
They were a quarter back then. Yeah.
Really? Because I remember there is a quarter at Eastland Square Mall. No, Washington Square Mall is what it was. And my mom worked at one of the little booths in there. So when she had me, she'd just take me, she'd drop me off, and I'd sit at the arcade all night and play.
Well, that's what the parents did. They would.
Yeah.
Literally, my mom would just come up here and give me $10 and say, I'm going to go shopping.
Yeah, I'll be back in an
Drop
hour.
you at the arcade right in the middle of town.
Yep.
And knew you were going to be perfectly fine there.
Yeah.
Because
Now
you're going to
you'd
meet
get
your
stolen
friends.
probably.
Huh?
Now you'd get stolen probably.
Yeah, now there'd be some weird freak.
No.
Donkey Kong, born the same year as me, 1981.
Really? Donkey Kong's old.
Mario was 83.
Gosh, I feel so old. 81, I was what, a freshman? Okay. So Super Mario Brothers has come out as a movie.
It's true.
And despite John Leguizamo, whatever his name, freaking name is.
Leguizamo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, don't go see the movie. And everybody's like, okay. And then everybody went and saw the movie anyway.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have enough Latinos.
He was complaining there
These
was
guys
no
are
Italian.
Italian, right?
Yeah, these are Italian, and he's a Latino, right? Like,
Right, and he played it in the first movie, which, by the way, is arguably one of the worst movies ever made.
Absolutely.
But everybody, you liked it still.
It's still a cult classic. Like I still.
Oh, I still liked it because it was Super Mario.
Yeah, but it's miserable.
It is a
It's a
horrible,
miserable
horrible,
movie.
horrible movie. He should not have anything to do with that.
No.
And so, but it's come out. You went and saw it.
I took the kids to see it yesterday, and I can tell all the parents that take your kids to go see it. There's no woke garbage in it. It is a good, clean movie. The music, even there was no undercover stuff in it that you could look into weird. You know what I mean? Like the whole SpongeBob stuff and all that.
No
like,
WAP or anything like that in there.
No,
Okay.
it was just good, clean entertainment. And like I was telling you guys earlier, if Nintendo keeps making stuff like this, I have no problem spending $60, $70 on a game that they're going to make if they keep it like this. That's I always complained before about, man, $60 for a Mario game that's been out for 8 years. Well, you know what? If they keep doing stuff like this, I have no problem paying it anymore.
Well, I read a review about it, and it said that the movie doesn't try to be anti-woke. It's just not woke.
It's just Mario. Like, they were complaining. They said, oh, well, it caters to the gamers. It's a movie about the game. Yes, it caters to the gamers, and it caters to us who love this stuff. It's supposed to. And that's
so stupid.
As Hollywood can see right now, the box office is speaking for itself.
And honestly, it's catering to mid 40-year-olds,
Yeah,
50-year-olds.
it really is.
Because that was the gamer when this came out.
Yeah, and like I said, it was just clean. The voice acting in it, I'll be one of the first to admit when they said Chris Pratt was going to be Mario, I was thinking, oh, that's a mistake. He's great.
I'm sure he is.
You
great.
don't even realize he's voice acting Mario.
And Charlie Day, that goes without.
Charlie Day is Luigi. Enough said.
Charlie Day is one of the greatest of all time.
You had Jack Black as Bowser, who did a fantastic job. Bowser had a couple ballads during the movie where he would sing. And you know Jack Black when it comes to music.
Yeah.
It's
going to ham it up.
very Jack Black. Just the whole movie, just very. But once again, don't go expecting a massive storyline. It's Mario.
Right.
I can sum the story up by saying Luigi goes missing. Mario looks for Luigi. Mario's trying to save Luigi. That's the story. And if you need more than that, go watch something else.
But even like the Lego movies had no story.
Yeah,
But they were funny.
I mean, yeah, it's just good. It's just good to see.
The Lego story Lego movie had story.
The one with Chris Pratt in it. Which one was that?
The Lego movie. Yeah.
The Lego movie. It didn't have much of a story. That was a great song, by the way.
Yeah,
That's a catchy song. And then that one dude, that Will Arnett as Batman.
Yeah, that was good.
Fantastic. That was a good movie. He's a great Batman.
But I mean, if you look, so Illumination has this. They have the Minions. They had Puss in Boots come out this year. So they've had some, or I think it was this year, maybe it was last year, but within the last year,
right,
they have had massive hits. And Disney has, I mean, they've tanked as far as that's concerned because they keep putting all this woke crap. Nobody wants to see your woke crap, Disney. Okay,
nobody.
We want this. We want cater to the fans. That is the whole purpose to making these movies.
Well, you look at like I don't know exactly like the top 10 movies, but the movies that everybody talks about generated the most buzz. Top Gun, John Wick 4.
Oh yeah.
Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, you mean recent?
Yeah,
recent. No woke.
Yeah.
Just good movies.
Good, clean movies.
Yeah. And you think Hollywood would learn, but they're so obsessed about pushing the agenda.
But why? Why? You think money would be their number one goal? You know what I mean? Like, okay, well, we're trying to push this goal, but this is what's getting the money. Cater to the fans, because the fans will spend whatever money it takes to see stuff like this.
Okay, let me ask you. My wife and I disagreed on this. I think eventually America's going to get tired of all of the woke stuff, and she says no. We'll gradually accept it, just like we did gay marriage and all that other stuff.
I think it's part of the end. I think it's inevitable. I don't think we can change it.
Really?
Oh, you think it has to happen?
Mm-hmm.
God thing?
I want to say we're going to get tired of it.
Well, we're already tired of it.
But because, I mean, like I said, you're seeing stuff like this come out where this is demolishing anything Disney's released here recently. It's like eventually you would think they're going to come to grips with it because they can't lose money on every single movie they release.
Right.
They can't. Their shareholders will just leave.
I don't think they care. I think we don't understand evil.
You think they're just like
evil
we're doing the world a favor by losing money and making these movies?
Evil's like I don't care. Evil doesn't care how many people have to die.
Yeah.
For it to get its agenda across. And so they don't care about losing money. They've got to push the narrative, and that's what they want to do. And you would think that you get to the point where, I'm serious, we had a run there where it was like every movie that was coming out was flopping.
Mm-hmm. If it's a Disney movie, definitely.
Well, then it was what, Top Gun? Wasn't that the one that just kind of broke the
Top
mold?
Gun came out and just basically, and Spielberg pulled Cruise aside, I think, at Academy Awards, the pre-Academy Awards, because Cruise didn't go, but it was basically, you saved going to the movies.
Yeah.
And he's one of the woke ones, though.
Yeah, and you basically saved Hollywood.
Yeah.
He did, because nobody was going back to the movies after the pandemic, and so I know I didn't. And then now Top Gun comes out. That's the first time I went back to the theater.
Well, I had to go see the Christopher Nolan movie in the middle of the pandemic.
Of course you did.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Tenet was great.
But you think people would just get to the point where they're tired of it. I think that's what's going to happen. We saw it in the 60s and 70s, had a very liberal movement, and then people got tired of it, and you had a very conservative 80s, and that lasted for a little while.
True.
And now we're starting to go back downhill, and I think people are going to get to the point where they just finally get fed up with it and, elect a Reagan or a DeSantis or somebody like that.
Go.
So I want to see it. I actually want to see it. You make me now want to go to the movie theater and see it.
It's good. Support this film with your dollars, because if you don't, you're going to get more of the woke. I think, like I said, Illumination's had a really good streak here lately of releasing good kid-friendly movies with no agendas.
That's the name of the studio?
Illumination, yeah.
Never heard of them.
Illumination, they're part of Universal Studios.
Okay.
So Universal Illumination.
What else have it done? If you could,
The Minions. They're the ones that
Despicable
do all
Me.
the Minions. The Despicable Me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The like Puss in Boots, Shrek. I'm pretty
Shrek.
I think they had something to do with Shrek.
They did Shrek.
right?
I thought that was like Sony or something.
It's
Yeah,
not
it might
Sony.
be. I'm not sure, but I know Puss in Boots come from the Shrek thing.
Okay.
So anyway, Illumination does very clean, family-friendly stuff. So when they said they were doing Mario, I had no problem taking my kids to see it because it's like so far so good. They've not ruined it.
Yeah.
So
I think it's.
yeah, go support it.
I'm excited about getting a video. So you don't have to look at it up, JR. We're almost.
I'm
done.
always
Yeah,
looking up.
It's too. He's gonna fact check it anyway. He can't go on without fact checking.
So I don't think those are right. Both Puss in Boots and
I'm pretty
Shrek
sure-
are
is it not?
DreamWorks.
Oh, it's
DreamWorks.
DreamWorks. Okay.
Okay.
Is that what this is, or is this
No,
Illumination?
this is Illumination.
Okay.
I think. I'm pretty sure now. You got me.
What happened
great.
to
It is,
Pixar?
it is. It's
Pixar
like-
went downhill too.
Well, it's Disney.
Pixar's Disney. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure they did the last Buzz Lightyear.
They
And
did.
by the way, VeggieTales is of the devil.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you just hurt a bunch of people's feelings.
Yeah.
No, they went completely woke. Even this year, even they were down that path 5 years ago, but they went worse the last couple.
Well,
of years.
VeggieTales?
Yeah,
We'll kind of end on this, but that God made you special and loves you very much. That pretty much destroyed Christianity. That pretty much sums up everything that we're having to deal with now in our churches because people are just like, I can do whatever I want to.
So it's
'cause
all
I'm special.
VeggieTales' fault. Is what you're telling me.
I'm special and God loves me. Yeah. So, all right. On that note, we'll see you later.
See you.